The Midday Mix on Mix 93.8.
Christian STEYN from STEYN IP joins us after quite some time. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, thanks. And you?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's good to have you back in studio, man.
As always, it's good to be here.
Yeah, so obviously people kind of confuse a few of the legal aspects of what a copyright is, what a trademark is. These things are, for good reason, your domain of knowledge. So, yeah, just can you break that down for us? We're going to be chatting obviously about Comic-Con, and with Comic-Con, a lot of copyrighted material is going to be on display for sale, people making likenesses of it. So what exactly is a copyright?
Okay, well, copyright law deals with just the protection of creativity in a nutshell. So it's anything you create as an artist, as a novelist, as a graphic designer. So it's that creative work being protected through copyright.
For sure. So there's like intangible things. It's not like a mouse or...
Yeah, no. Mouse would be design rights. Things like that. So copyright is actually the creative element surrounding that.
Now, talking about Comic-Con, obviously a really big celebration of all things nerd, like comic books, series, video games, all the best stuff that's really out there. What rights do comic book creators have in terms of their intellectual property that they create?
Yeah, well, without going into too much technicality, because like you can appreciate,
I'm sure you could write a book about it.
Well, there's several books written. I haven't had the time to write one yet. But in a nutshell, a comic book, let's use comic book writers for an example. They've got copyright in their story, in the actual content of the book, the illustrations. But they also have trademark rights or they can have trademark rights in the name of the title, the name of certain characters, or even the image. Take Spider-Man, for instance.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is a trademark. That face icon is a trademark in some countries. Same with Batman. All those characters have trademark rights. Marvel and DC owns them. So you're looking at copyright in the book itself, but also key elements that distinguishes this work can be protected through trademarks.
This is why I'm glad we get to speak to people like you who are kind of in the know, because I was on, I think it was either Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or one of the things early on in the week, and I saw someone make a post saying, it's very interesting that in the next couple of years, a lot of the superheroes, their IPs coming up and it's going to be public domain, which I read and I was like, wow, that's very interesting. I mean, you're going to be seeing maybe some really weird variations. Is that totally true? Will that just be open so we can make like now our own basis of those characters?
In a nutshell, no. Yes, certain comic book characters, certain works will fall into the public domain soon.
Morbius,
including some very well-known characters, but that's just the copyright of that falling into the public domain of the original production.
Okay.
Remember, there's still copyright vesting in the new movies and the new productions, because copyright vests in individual works. But please do not make your own version of Spider-Man, because trademark rights they don't fall into the public domain. And like I mentioned, Marvel, DC, all these massive houses know the value, the commercial value of these characters, and they secured it through trademarks. And trademarks are indefinite right as long as you renew it. So please check with us. If you are a artist going to Comic-Con thinking about this, we are there. We do workshops daily. We will be there the entire day. We've got a small stand at the Artist Alley. Come talk to us. Come speak to us. It's going to be no strings attached, but we can just guide you on.
Drop some knowledge.
Yes. Look, there's a exclusion to every law. You've got derivative works, and if you look at fan art and cosplay, there's other rules surrounding that.
So that was actually going to be my next question. Would fan art and cosplay be a possible infringement? Because you see Deadpool characters running around and the Spider-Mans, and my favorite is the guy who shows up at a lot of these Comic-Cons and lies on the ground and pretends he's Uncle Ben.
Yes. I've seen that. Well, actually, cosplay specifically in South Africa, there's a large cosplay community. Yes. I know there's Deadpool South Africa. I follow him on Instagram. It's quite a character. But there's internationally a lot of guys dressing up as... That's what I do. They dress up as iconic characters, but that's cosplay. So actually, it is a form of infringement.
Ooh.
But
but I
There's
love
always
it.
a but.
There's always a caveat.
Yes. So the entire culture surrounding cosplay and fan art, and cosplay and fan art are actually the same thing. Whether you make your own version of a painting of Batman or you dress like Batman, it is fan art. It is internationally referred to by law as a derivative work.
Okay.
And a derivative work is an exclusion to copyright infringement under certain circumstances. Again, please come
So
talk
is
to
it
us.
maybe if you are charging people to appear as Deadpool at their
Yes.
birthday party, that would be an infringement?
To an extent.
To an extent.
So anytime you use somebody else's rights, it's obviously the best way to get their permission, their consent, which isn't always easy, especially are you going to try and get Marvel's consent?
Yeah. Excuse me, Marvel, can I please you Saturday the 13th of October I need to be Batman. Do you mind?
Do you mind?
Email back soon. Kisses.
Which is impossible. So there is this loophole, if I can put it in inverted commas in law, where you can get around it. But it comes down to use.
Yeah.
Whether you are firstly using it as a commercial gain, whether you are creating it, acting like this is your creation.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between, this is fan art. This is clearly not, I did not create Batman, but I made a painting of Batman. It's my appreciation to it.
I love the Batman.
And, me too. That's why. But please do not use, this is me promoting or this is me appreciating it as a defense. It is not a defense. It remains the owner of the original works decision to take you on. But Marvel, DC, those guys, I mean, Comic-Con is massive. Comic-Con is
it's the machinery.
So,
I mean, it's all over the world.
And that's part of the culture. So it's that derivative work
For sure.
So,
okay, well, that actually answers quite a few of the questions that I had, especially, if you like dressing up and doing cosplay and doing fan art. So you guys very graciously offered us some tickets to give away for Comic-Con. We've got a set of double tickets to give away. All we need from you, really, is your name, your surname, your email address, and the day that you plan on visiting Comic-Con. And tell us your favorite superhero. I think we'll let Nokalunga pick. Eh?
All right.
Favorite superhero, name, surname, email address, and the day you plan on visiting Comic-Con. As far as I know, tickets are very, very slim, so you could make someone's day. So just enter 084-822-0938 or 41348 at a cost of 150. Christian, thank you so much for your time. If we want some more info about you guys, best place to go, obviously your website.
Well, STEYNIP.com or find us on social media. We're everywhere on
You guys are
social
very
media.
active.
Yeah, at STEYNIP. You can't miss us.
Fantastic. And you guys will have a booth at Artist Alley at Comic-Con.
Yes, stand number 74.
74.
But we actually have, like I mentioned, workshops at the Artist Alley main stage daily around lunchtime. So come join us and come ask questions.
Yeah, best of luck, man. We look forward to seeing you there.
The Midday Mix on Mix 93.8.